Good morning. I think I'm live on my demonstrator page. Yes, there I am. Whoops. Okay. Hi everyone, this is my card and a cuppa Facebook Live on a Friday morning. I've got my cuppa. Hope you've got yours. Oh, it's such a nice crafting day today with all this rain. I do wonder when it's going to end. I heard somebody say that it's going to rain until summer. That's a bit ugly. Hi Lynn, hi Leah. Hi Linda, nice to see you. Yeah, I heard that it's going to rain until summer, so that's a bit ugly. We'll be all so soggy by then. It'd be just terrible. Anyway, today I'm going to play with the Flowing Flowers stamp set that's in the mini catalogue. I've been playing with some retiring products prior to this live, so I thought, I know Leah, please no. The only good thing about it raining until February is that, no, till summer, is that maybe my daughter's wedding next March, it'll be sunny. That's what I'm going with. What did you say? Did you pre-order today? I haven't pre-ordered yet, Linda. I'm about to. I looked at the pre-order list when I was in bed this morning, having a cup of tea, and then when I went back onto it, it wouldn't load. So I think by the time I went back onto it, I think everybody was hitting the demonstrator website. So I thought, oh yeah, I thought I'd wait until after my live and I'll try again. I know it's very exciting. Some of the things I really want on the pre-order list. So excited. So anyway, I have been playing with retiring products and posting things with that. But today I thought I'd play with Flowing Flowers, which is in the mini. And it's going to be around until the end of June. And I thought I'd play with white craft ink. One of my downlines, Lorraine, has been asking me advice on white craft ink and how to do the whitewash technique that Linda, you're so good at. So I thought I'd have a little play with the white craft ink. I don't know if I'm super happy with what I've created, but sometimes that happens. So this is one card I've played with, and I thought we'd do it again, but I thought I'd do it in different colours. So that's on our craft paper, which has carried over from the Christmas mini, and it is going to be in the new annual catalogue. So, catch you later, Linda. So the craft paper is going to carry into the new annual catalogue. It has carried over from the Christmas mini. So, but then I started playing with other colours. This is basic grey with the white craft ink. This is smoky slate. Not sure. Sometimes you just got to play and see what works best. And this one is grey granite. So I thought we'd use grey granite, create the same card, but use grey granite. So let me put my little play samples away or aside. And I'll pull my phone up into the holder, and I'll really try hard not to drop the phone today. So just bear with me for a minute. Now what's happening? Oh, there we go. Yay, I didn't drop it. Okay, let's see if I can just make it. Oh, that's a bit too far in. Let's have a look. Now I want to go out a bit. Or maybe I just move my stand forward. That might be the idea. That's probably going to be the best way to go. Okay. All right. I think that's... I hope that's not too close. I can't seem to make it go back out. I didn't want to do that. Okay, well that worked. I'll now just zoom in a fraction. There we go. I really want to work out the StreamYard where I can talk to you on my laptop and then just flick to the screen. I have my phone already in the holder. So as I said, these are my samples that I played around with. That's on the craft. So the craft paper 6x6, and it was brought out with the gingerbread Christmas sweet. So it's been carried over. It's in the back of the mini catalogue now currently, but it's also carried over into the annual catalogue. So that's the craft paper. It does have a bit of bend on it, and it does feel, it's stiffer than crumb cake, and it's got a totally different feel to crumb cake cardstock. So it's interesting paper to play with, and it's good for like the rustic sort of looking cards that you might want to make. This is Smoky Slate. Don't really like it. Like the white ink on it, it sort of got lost. This is Basic Grey. I think that was more to do with my ink pad. And this is Grey Granite, and I think I'm going to have a play with that and make the same card but with Grey Granite. So the pieces of cardstock I've got is Thick Whisper White, just your A5 size, scored, and folded. I've got a piece of Basic Grey, 14.4 by 10 centimeters, and then I've got a Basic Grey, and I've got a piece of Grey Granite, 13.9 by 9.5. So that's what we're going to work with. So let me just get a scrap piece of paper under me, because this is my last year's calendar. I cut it up. Okay. So now when you order Whisper White ink, well actually it's just called white ink now. Mine's from my starter kit 13 years ago. So that's how long it lasts. When I ordered mine, it came inked. They now come, now this hasn't even been open. I got another one. My puppy's just come back into her bed. She's so happy I'm home today. This is how they come now, the new ink pad style, and they come uninked. So they come with a re-inker, and you have to ink it up yourself. So the best way to ink your ink pad is to put it all on, put the re-inker all on. I haven't inked this one yet. Put the ink all on, and then get an old bone folder or the back of a teaspoon and smush it into the ink pad, into the pad, and just keep working it into the pad. That's the best way to re-ink your ink pads. So that's how they come now, uninked but with the re-inker. And I think they're $16, although with the new catalogue they may be going up a little bit in price. I'm going to stick with my Old Faithful, and I just re-inked it this morning, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to go. With it, but we will give it a try and see what happens. And I'll get my Basic Grey out as well, because I want that. Okay, so we're using Flowing Flowers, so I'll get that stamp set over here. I've got them all on my little blocks. It's a bit messy stamping with white ink. That's why I've got something underneath. But see how you've got to, it's really sort of a trial and error thing. If you push too hard, good morning Lorraine, how are you? If you push too hard, you get it all on your stamp. But if you tap too lightly, you don't get enough coverage. So it's sort of trial and error a bit. So we'll copy this card. I'm using the white ink specifically because you've been talking about it with me lately, Lorraine. Okay, so then we're going to get this image from the stamp set and ink it up. Now the white ink is very wet, so You can emboss with it. You can put clear embossing powder on it and emboss. You can see, look, I've got a great big splodge right there. I'll just wipe that up as I go. You can heat emboss with it. The best thing to do if you're stamping with it like we are today is to dry it with the heat tool. That's the best option, I think. And I'm going to come back to this one that's got the dots and the leaves. Got to think about it. I've gone with long sleeves today, and you know what? I'm hot. It's still humid, so I guess long sleeves are maybe a bit early. I've gone early with my long sleeves. Okay, so I'm going to put my white ink away because I don't want to get into a mess. Now the other thing I use is baby wipes to clean off my stamps to start with. So I'm going to move that over here because, as I said, the white ink is a little bit messy to use, but it creates lovely effects. I know you got yours the other day. I want to see a photo of your card. You need to share your card. So yeah, it is a bit messy to stamp with like this. So I clean mine off with the baby wipe first, and then I get my old stamp and scrub out, because the white ink gets into all the little cracks and crevices. So the scrub gets that out better than the chamois. Well, that's what I find anyway. So I still have my scrub, but I do use my chamois most of the time. See, and so you can even see that there's still a little bit of white ink in some of the really tight little nooks and crannies. So that's my ink stamping done. Now, you're going to have to bear with the noise of the heat emboss tool. Rosie will probably run away because she'll think I've got the hairdryer out because I'm going to bath her, but I'm not. She's going to the groomers tomorrow. Did you know that, Rosie? Okay, so just bear with me while I dry this ink off, because if we left it like this and we worked with it, it would all smudge. So there we go. It's still a bit wet there. There we go. I think that will be all right. So I'll get rid of my backing piece and bring in our card bases. So later today. All right, I'll hold you to that. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee. Okay. It's still a little bit damp, but I think we might be able to work with it. You know what? I think I'll just do it a little bit longer. Okay, I think that's dry enough. So what we're going to do is put glue on the back and put it onto our basic grey card layer. Good crafting weather. Not good building weather, Leah. I know you want your house to start. And I think the people in Lismore want the rain to stop. Those poor people. Fancy getting flooded twice in 1 month. As some of them on the news said last night, at least there was nothing left to wash away, really, because they hadn't had time to fix everything up. But unbelievable. There we go. So that's on basic grey piece. I'm not quite sure if I like it. The craft's really nice, but then I wasn't sure if I liked the craft when I was doing it. Now, I put some gold thread around this one. This gold and silver thread from the Elegantly Said suite is carrying over into the new annual catalogue. These are the threads. I didn't use this thread on that. I thought I did, but it must have been another gold thread I had. So there you go. I thought I'd use that, but I didn't. So they're carrying over into the annual catalogue. Annual catalogue, girls, for those of you who aren't demonstrators, is absolutely beautiful. I do love it. And there'll be a lot on my pre-order, I feel. Okay, so what I do is, I'm not good at tying bows and everything, so this is how I do it. A bit of double-sided tape. And I'm just going to wrap it. It's probably a bit higher than I want. There we go. Wrap it round 3 times and I crisscross it over, just for a bit of effect. And then I just get another piece of double-sided tape. Come on. There we go. I really have to walk up the road and post the work mail. I don't want to. I won't be taking Puppy with me. Sorry, darling. Okay, so that's that. And I'll think about whether I'm gonna, I popped this one up, but with the craft paper, because it has that warp in it, I had to use a lot of dimensionals to try and get it to look not bowed. So I wouldn't have that problem with this cardstock, but whether I pop it or not is another question. So I have 3/4 of an inch Whisper white cardstock to use with my banners Pick a Punch. This one's carrying over. There is one that's retiring called the Treasured Labels Punch. I'm not sure if it's already gone. I will have to check that. And I haven't updated my host code yet. Ugh. It's just terrible when you have to go to your day job and you can't do all these things because your stupid day job takes over. I shouldn't complain. I have a job. Okay. And that job is going to help pay for our girls' wedding, so I shouldn't complain. No, there's no complaining here. I no complain. So that's basic grey ink. And I'll get my banner Pick a Punch. Do I have anything high up on my pre-order? The whole catalogue? I put a post up saying, with a Queen song, I want it all. I won't sing to you today, but yeah, I want it all. I really like that. Is it the Abigail Rose suite? I really like that suite. That's just beautiful. And I really like the blue one. Is it called Sunny Prince? No, I don't know what the blue one is. It's really pretty too, because I really love blues. It's just, I can't stop playing with the waves of the ocean paper and everything. So did you see what I just did? I've cut that, and then I've used the little chad part that cuts off and try to measure up the same distance, and then I cut it down. If you want to ask any questions, just ask. You got a cough, little darling? You right? You okay? Okay, and then I just double check it's centered and pop that. And then I get a banner. You got a cough. Okay. So I'm going to, oh, I use the butterflies. I can't use those on this. That wouldn't look right or proper. Dimensionals. I'm down to all my scraps on my other pieces, so I'll get a nice fresh one out for this. Sun Prince. Is that the blue one, Lynn? Sun Prince Lorraine. See, you're all over it, girls. Thank you. Yes, I think that's definitely on the list. Definitely. Now, let me grab my tin of bling. My bling tin. Yeah, the butterflies definitely won't look right. So, let's see what we've got in here. The iridescent rhinestones would work. And they've carried over too. So let's put our little butterflies away, which look beautiful on our craft piece of cardstock. And we'll get the iridescent rhinestones out. These are really big. The biggest one's quite big. But that's okay. I can deal. And I might put one up here. And a small one. One here. Yeah. So that's the iridescent rhinestones. They're currently in the mini catalogue, but they're carrying over. Now, will I pop this? I think I will. I won't need as many dimensionals as I put on the back of that. So both you, Lynn and Lorraine, you both love the sun prints. It's gorgeous. There's another one in there that's, oh no, actually when I say another one, they're all really lovely. I really like that there's a couple of nice masculine sets in the new catalogue. I really like that because I think we lack masculine. I'm a bit sad that the Sailing Home stamp set and dies are going because I've used that one to death for masculine cards. That's not straight, Denise, you twatted. Oh no, see, look, it's still not quite dry, so that's, you've got to be careful with white ink. I will probably hang on to my Sailing Home stamp set. Onto the jeans because I really like it, and yeah, I think I will hang on to that. Okay, so I'm going to get my basic grey out again, and I'm going to move all my other garbage that's on the desk. It's really hard with distinctive stamps. I sometimes think I haven't inked it properly, but I have. Okay, so I might stamp it off for the card inside. Nice. And you know what I'm going to do, girls? I don't know if anybody watched last week's Facebook Live or Make It Monday or whatever it was I did and saw how appallingly I have mounted my time for a happy dance. I must have, no, I won't say that. It sounds like I drink too much. I must have not been feeling good the day I put this stamp together. Let me show you. It's appalling. So I've got to, when I stamp it, I've got to twist it. Can you see how bad I've got to twist it? That's probably a tad too far. It's just, don't you hate it when you do that? One stamp in a stamp set. I hate it. So, this could ruin the card. Let's hope not. Yay! It's sort of, you know, a bit of science to try and get that stamp straight. So, I shall put my stamps over there that I just used. So, these are the cards for today using the Whisper White. No, it's just white crafting. This is my very old one that came in my starter kit nearly 14 years ago. This is how it comes now. It's an uninked pad and a re-inker comes with it. Lorraine, would you say that you inked up? I haven't inked my new one up yet. I technically didn't need a new one. This one's still going strong. So when you inked it up, Lorraine, did you just squirt it all up and down, and did you push it in with a bone folder or a back of a spoon? Because that's the best way I find to re-ink the ink pads. So as I said, I've had this one nearly 4 years, and no, 14 years, and it's still going strong. I re-inked it again this morning for these cards. So some of your tools of trade last a long time. Yeah, you did it with the back of a spoon. Yeah, I'd have to go downstairs to get a teaspoon and I didn't want to, so I used the back of my bone folder. So, and that works too, but yeah, the teaspoon's a good one. So that's your cards for today, for your card and a cuppa, using the white craft ink and the flowing flowers. The butterflies, the twine, the iridescent rhinestones, the craft cardstock are all carrying over into the annual catalogue. I'm not sure about this one yet, but I do love this stamp set. So I hope you enjoyed that, ladies. Have a great day, even though it's raining and going to probably rain all weekend. Keep safe on the wet roads, and I'll see you on Monday for our Makeup Monday. Bye for now.